several years ago, I wrote a body horror film called Gravida. I've talked about it a few times on this channel, and it's good. It's fine. There's still parts of it that I'm proud of, that I like, that I think are pretty good. But I always thought that I could have done more with the premise than what I actually wrote. And over the years, I've kind of like revisited it and thought about it in different ways to try to attack it from different perspectives, but nothing really stuck. And so I started thinking about the videos that I put on the channel, and I thought, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and take everything that you're saying on your channel and apply it in real time? And that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to take the idea for Gravida 2.0, from concept to completion to coverage to competition, all the C's. I'm going to do all the C's, and I'm going to do them on the channel, another C. The way that I'm not going to do it with like a time lapse of me staring at a screen for 6 hours. I'm going to do a update every week or 2 weeks to tell you where I'm at in the process and show you what I've done and explain how I got there and what my process was. And I'm going to do this until the script is either finished or I get too frustrated and I abandon it. The other thing I'm going to do is at the end of each video, I'm going to give myself some homework for the next video. And hopefully this will keep me on track and I'll do my homework. I won't make excuses. And every 2 weeks you can follow the progress of this script being done and read it as it goes along. And this is a community, so comments, if you think that my workflow is good or bad, or if you don't like what I'm doing, I'd love to hear it. With one caveat though, this is not a collective. This is my intellectual property, and I already have this idea copyrighted, and every now and then throughout the process I'll be re-upping the copyright, so don't steal Gravida 2.0. Hopefully this will be educational and entertaining for new writers, any writer really, because I've been writing for 20 years and I've never really thought about other writers' workflows, because writing is as solitary, unless you have a partner, writing's pretty solitary. And the frustrations and difficulties and writer's block and all that kind of stuff, you have to go at alone. But I mean, maybe if I had seen another writer's workflow years ago, then I wouldn't have had to go through so much trial and error on my own to develop my own workflow. So that's kind of the intention of this. And also it's a nice experiment just to see, if all the things that I'm saying on the channel are true and hold true to coverage and competitions and all that. So with that, I don't think there's any reason not to jump straight in. So let me give you a little taste of what Gravida is. This is my log line for Gravida. When her unborn son is killed by a demonic curse, a woman must choose between surrendering her humanity to resurrect him and sacrificing the child she loves. No matter how this script turns out, that's pretty much the core idea, which is why it's a good log line for any version of this story. And like I said, this is a body horror type screenplay, just as a heads up for anyone who might be sensitive to that kind of material. So, homework for the next video for me. I will lock down my thematic question and my character map for all my main characters. And I will also, if I have time, outline the mythology and world of the curse, of the demon, of the monster. And that's it. I'm not going to go crazy. So I'm not going to be too ambitious and start outlining or anything. One thing at a time. Thematic question, character maps, and mythology. So I hope you join me for that and keep checking in. And I think for this kind of series, maybe click on the bell for notifications so that you know when a new episode comes out. They'll be in podcast form, so you could just, eventually when or however many of these, I'm probably going to grow a beard by the time this script is done. You could just, watch them or listen to them in order. No idea how long that's going to take. So wish me luck. This is a pretty bold experiment for me, and I hope it works out. And until next page, I'm Matt Weiner, and this is Fade In, a channel dedicated to the art of screenwriting.